pause, recovery. This feels very, very rewarding. It's a full body workout. It's strength, it's cardio, it's low impact, doesn't hurt your back, the original rowing motion. It's very fulfilling and very effective. And the oldest age category for racing, by the way, I think is 87 or 89 years old. That shows you how fit rowers are. So it's worthwhile spending your time to learn that sport. So you want to start to row and you don't know how, and you want to possibly become a competitive rower, but you've never touched a boat. My suggestion is start to row indoors, and this is the beginning of a series where I take you along. If you start from complete scratch, you have no idea about rowing, and you eventually want to compete in a rowing race, what are the steps you need to take? So to my current community of already being high performance rowers or competitive rowers, I will still do these competitive rowing videos. I will still do the community video analysis. I will still do video analysis of Henley races. But I also figure that a lot of new rowers, or a lot of people who are not rowers, want to become rowers, and there is no real practical guide. So I'm gonna make one. Welcome to your first ever rowing session. Now, I'm on a very special rowing machine. This is called the BioRower Pro. I started this project when I was 17 years old. My entire adult life is in that. And we manufacture this in Vienna, Austria. It's by far the best rowing machine you can get your hands on, but I understand not everybody has one available. So I will explain things as well if you just have a linear drive rowing machine available. First up, sit down. Have a seat, keep your feet on the floor. Let's look at the oar handles. Here you have both oar handles like you will hold the oars later on in a boat. I like to keep my thumb on the outside, and you hold the oar handle a bit like a bird. If you hold it too tight, your muscles will wear too quickly, and there's always a risk of getting tendinitis. Rowing is a super safe sport, but if you hold these oars too tight, unnecessarily tight, of course you will have some wear that is unnecessary. My grandfather once gave me good advice for table tennis. Hold your oar handle like a bird. If you hold it too tight, it will die. If you hold it too loose, it will fly. So it will fly away. I try to keep my hands like hooks. Where should your handles be? Some coaches say you should just hold with your fingers. I like to have my handle right there in the middle, because then I have a solid grip. My fingers cannot transfer what my legs can produce. Therefore, I have a good grip with my hand. Just make sure your wrists are straight when you pull. On a linear drive rowing machine, I recommend you have your fingers on the outside, and I like to hold the handles on the outside as well. So a fairly wide grip with my little finger just being on the outside of the oar handle, but not like the thumb here closing on the outside. It's more a bit like that, so it's loosely over it. Okay, now put your feet on the foot stretchers. What you might consider to be a foot plate is what we rowers call foot stretchers. Don't strap yourself in yet. How should you sit on the seat? Well, centered. Don't try to sit on the seat like you would sit on a piano stool, or all the way in the front and a perfect hollow back. No. Try to sit centered on the seat, neither too far in the front nor too far in the back, neither on the right nor on the left, centered. Then we have two positions you should understand. So grab your oars, go into what we call the finish position. The finish is extended legs, your upper body is in roughly a 1 o'clock position. So this would be 12 o'clock, perfectly straight. This is 1 o'clock, slightly lean back. Then there's another position you should know, and we call it the catch position. The catch position is where you bring your hands forward, you slide forward, and you reach out. At the catch position, your upper body is roughly in an 11 o'clock position. So it's not 12 o'clock, that would be straight up right. It's not 10 o'clock, it's 11 o'clock. So we rotate between 11 at the catch and 1 o'clock at the finish. Ultimately, and that's what every new rower needs to understand, the goal is to bring that oar handle from that position into that position. This is what's going to move the boat later on. It's not relevant if your seat is here or here. That doesn't make much difference. Okay? So don't try to go forward all the way, just bring your seat. There's no benefit. The most important thing is that you have a comfortable position. Now, if you start to row as an adult, don't fall for the trap that most adult late starters fall for. Don't row like a weightlifter. This is not a deadlift, and it has very little to do with deadlifting. The point is, at the beginning, you need to feel, when you go into the catch position and you reach forward, where does the resistance go to? what do you actually feel? So at the beginning, for your first session, I recommend you sit pretty round and loose. Later on, you cannot do this anymore because you should be more stable in order to protect your body, especially on linear drive rowing machines. But at the beginning, I recommend you sit pretty round and loose so that you start to feel where the energy goes. Let's go into the catch position. Your feet are still not strapped in. And now, when you start to push, just push with your legs a tiny bit. If you are on a BioRower, you will see that your hands go together around what we call the oar locks. If you're on a linear rowing machine, you will just pull straight a bit. Make sure that you let your shoulders fairly low. They shouldn't be as high, fairly low. And just feel. Be loose, be relaxed, don't push hard with your legs. Just push a bit with your legs away and feel, where does the energy go? Where does the energy go? Here. Now gradually lengthen out your leg drive, this is what we call leg drive, to a full leg extension. And you see, while I'm doing this, I'm not changing the upper body position. Now, while I'm doing the leg drive, you see my upper body pretty much remains in that 11 o'clock position. You try to be loose, have long, loose arms, loosely push with your legs. Just feel, where do you feel that? Where does the resistance go? And now gradually extend the leg drive. So you see that in this position, the left hand is higher than the right hand. Your left hand is always on top of your right hand. It's simply due to the fact that most oar locks are set up in such a way that the left one is rigged a bit higher than the right one is. And we have to do this because our handles overlap, because most rowing boats have overlapping oar handles because it provides better leverage. That's the only reason why we have this. I mean, you can order your BioRower so that the oar handles don't overlap, so you have short grips. If you prefer that, just let us know and we build it accordingly. And when your legs are almost extended, about the middle of your drive face, the drive face is that, then your upper body engages. Don't use your arms yet, we're just doing legs and upper body. Legs and upper body. And that's the most important phase of the rowing stroke. If you sit in one of these leisure boats, the way you row is this way. You row upper body and arms, but you never row arms alone, or almost never, because the upper body swing is so effective. And in rowing boats today, we have a sliding seat. And the first time the sliding seat was used, the guy who used the sliding seat, he invented this in his own shed, like most innovations, like the BioRower. The guy who used the sliding seat for the first time was so far ahead, it was absurd. It looked like he was in his own race. Nevertheless, it took the other crews 2 or 3 years to adopt the innovation. That tells you how eager rowers are to adopt new innovations, even if they make you a lot faster. Now, the sliding seat prolongs our drive. So you push, and while you're pushing, for the first part, you try to hold the upper body fairly steady. And around the shoulders, you try to be fairly loose. And then you do legs, and that's the face in the middle, legs to upper body. Let's go forward a bit, keep your arms long, go forward until your hands are just about past your shoes, so we don't go all the way into the catch, just a tiny bit. And now do a bit of leg drive and make yourself heavy. Go forward a bit, hands above your shoes, push, make yourself heavy. This is extremely important to understand. I want you to get it right. I've been coaching for 25 years and I've been rowing for 32 years. And I've started to coach beginners when I was 14 years old. The most important thing to learn is the basic principle of rowing. And the basic principle of rowing is leverage and body weight distribution. These two things make your stroke effective and fast. And this is what feels rewarding. Ultimately, where we want to end up is with a stroke structure that looks a bit like this. Pause, good recovery, pause, recovery, cha. This feels very, very rewarding. It's a full body workout. It's strength, it's cardio, it's low impact, doesn't hurt your back, the original rowing motion. It's very fulfilling and very effective. And the oldest age category for racing, by the way, I think is 87 or 89 years old. That shows you how fit rowers are. So it's worthwhile spending your time to learn that sport. Let's go back to our exercise. We did legs to upper body. Legs to upper body. And now Let's extend the leg. Let's extend that a bit and go all the way into the catch position. 11 o'clock upper body. How far should you slide forward? Well, as far as you can slide before your seat moves alone. See, I can slide forward that far, still having a stable low back. Of course, I could bring my seat here, but would it bring my hands any farther? No. So I stop here. My criteria of how far I go is my hands, not my seat. My seat is only indirectly connected to the hands. Later on, we're going to explain these things in much more detail. For now, go forward and be comfortable, okay? If all you can do is that, because, I don't know, you have 350 pounds and you just want to lose some weight and you just don't have the mobility yet, then do what you can do. It's not about being perfect, it's about starting the process. So, you extend your leg drive and then your legs to upper body. This is what we call leg drive and upper body. We're still not using arms. You just hang in there, loosely hang in, like an old sock. Don't push hard, because we're round. We're not bracing at all. Okay, and now we're bringing the arms. You see, towards the end, the arms assist. Usually, when you learn to row, what they teach you is, what is that? Arms forward, upper body forward, slide forward, then push, then upper body, then arms. This is a visual description of what it looks like, but it isn't going to make you fast at all. You're going to perform that motion, but you're never going to be quick. What makes you quick is to learn to use the leverage you create with your torso and the body weight you use to drive, in this case, the flywheel and the magnetic brake and the inertia brake of the BioRower. It's a triple resistance mechanism, or the flywheel of your linear rowing machine, or later in the boat. Here, the leverage is first legs, suspension, the shoulders, and then that's the kind of leverage I'm looking for. That's the kind of leverage I'm looking for. And towards the end, when you bring your arms in, you see, it's not arms alone. When your legs are almost done, your upper body and your arms work together. Let's sequence this out. So, let's do arms only. You lean back, go in a 1 o'clock position. Let's do arms only. You see, the most important thing here is that you're not pulling straight back, but the elbows go out. Straight wrists, elbows go out. Good. Next step. Now bring the upper body forward as well. Keep your legs straight. And now make yourself heavy. It's about feeling that your weight propels the flywheel. Your weight propels the flywheel. And then your arms chime in. Your arms are the last resort. There you go. Okay. And now let's connect this. Let's slide forward. We have a leg drive. Your arms and legs never work together. While your legs are pushing your arms along, when your legs are almost done, you add the upper body. And when your legs are done, you do upper body and arms and complete this. So your upper body bridges that. Once more, legs, upper body, arms. It's never stretched out. We don't do legs, upper body, arms. No, you want to create leverage. So, legs plus upper body plus arms. It might be quite a bit for a first session, but it's extremely important that you learn it right from the get-go. Let's do a couple strokes together. Legs, upper body and arms. Heavy, use leverage. Loose, round. We're not bracing yet. It's first session. We're not bracing yet. All right, that was session number 1. I recommend you repeat this a couple of times, and I see you in session number 2 when we go into more details. I will also do a couple of videos about the right strength exercises, because rowing requires full range of motion strength and mobility, and there are very specific strength exercises that deviate from the more common things you see on YouTube. If you want to be informed when I upload session number 2, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you are notified. If you want to work with me and get one-on-one coaching or join the Zoom classes I hold multiple times a week, go to AramTraining.com or send me an email, info@AramTraining.com, and I'll help you find the right plane for you. I write comprehensive training plans, and next to my work with elite level and high performance athletes, I have programs to help beginners become competitive. And if you want to learn more about this beauty here, This is called the BioRower Pro. It's by far the most realistic and the best rowing machine money can buy. This can even tilt. It can be said to be unstable, which trains your deep muscles better than anything else. It's absolutely realistic. The cockpit is built like a real boat cockpit. You can rotate these oars. You move independently. You don't have to pull at a certain level. You can pull high or low, and it adapts to your body. And you can adjust the cockpit just like you can adjust your boat later on. BioRower.com is the website, and I'm very much looking forward to see you in the next video. If you have questions or suggestions, put them in the comments below, and I'm very happy to answer them. Until then, thanks for watching and enjoy your rowing journey. Bye-bye.